So today we're going to learn a really cool trick, which is how to place a photo inside of text using a mask. It's so easy. You guys will be really like, oh, how did I not know how to do this already? This is a very commonly used trick. We see this used all the time on magazine covers, in editorial spreads, postcards. It's a really great trick to have up your sleeve for portfolio pieces. So the way it works really is you're going to place a photo into some text. So let me kind of get started and I will show you how I did that. So I'm just going to start with kind of a generic sunset photo, and I'm going to show you a couple different ways to do this. First thing I'm going to do is grab my type tool, and I'm going to make a nice big text box here. The bigger my box, the more my type will fit into it. And then I'm going to type a word, and of course this is the point in the semester where I'm dreaming of a vacation. So I'm going to make the word vacation super big, and that's probably, I can make it a tiny bit bigger. The text numbers only go up to 72. However, nothing is stopping you from typing in other point sizes like 111. Oh, that's too big. Let's make that about 90. Ah, too big, darn it. 88, no. Or I have my trusty text controls over here. If I click this, it brings up what's called our character window. And in this character window, I've also got this ability to alter my point size or my font. So first, let's go ahead and choose a nice, thick font. That's a good font. So you can kind of mouse down and choose all your different fonts. I'm sure you have already discovered this if you played with the text tool at all, because it looks pretty standard. Let's just go with this Adobe font. And then, oh, now I can make it a little bigger because it's a smaller font here. So let's try 99. We're going to keep going. We'll make it 111. And then you have these other little tools down below where you can make your letters get very close together, or you can make your letters get very spread out. Let's try 50. There we go. So you can adjust this. There's also things to adjust the lines in between your tag, but we're not going to get into that yet. So I have a nice big font with the word vacation. My goal is to have something exciting happening in these words here. So let's turn this off for a minute, and I've got the file already set up. So I've got this ocean picture. So what I'm going to do is just grab one of my marquee tools. It doesn't matter. How about the square? And I'm going to just kind of copy this piece of ocean right here that I've got with my marquee tool. I'm going to go up to the menu, and I'm just going to say Edit, Copy. I'm going to hit Deselect, Command D on my keyboard. And I'm going to go back to my my word here. Is this the word I had? Vacation, right here. So now, all I really need to do is select the word vacation. So the easiest way to do this is to hold the Command key down on my keyboard and then click onto the layer, click, and now I've got those magic marching ants. You guys see that? So I've selected. Now, you guys already know when you have a selection, you can easily make a mask. So this should be really easy at this point. Edit, instead of just pasting it, I'm doing a paste special. Paste special, it's special, so paste into, and paste into means paste anything into my selection. So paste into, and voila, I have now pasted a photo into my letters. Now, what you'll see over here on the layer palette is you'll see my word vacation highlighted in white to show the mask, and you'll see my photo, right? What you'll see also is that my mask and my type are not linked together. Do you guys see this little thing? This is pretty important because right now, if I move this with the link, see that little chain link? If I move this around, it's going independent with the mask. Hold on a second. Now, once I have the mask in, I have to turn off my word below. Let's do that. Now, back to my layer with the text. If I have it linked together, I can move my entire thing around. Now you'll notice I have a problem, and the problem is that my photo is not showing up in the rest of my mask. So if I try to transform it right now, while it's linked together, my entire mask is gonna transform. That's not what I want. So I'm gonna hit escape. What I have to do is unlink this chain. Now, if I try to transform my photo, the mask is gonna stay the same, but my picture will change because it's not linked together. So do you guys see this? So now I'm kind of expanding the words vacation. Here's my beautiful ocean. And what I can do here too is slide this around so that it looks the way I want. Let's turn on my sunset for just a minute. We'll pretend I'm making a magazine cover here, or a travel brochure. because I'm going someplace tropical. Who knows? So now if I want to move this up, oops, I just moved the mask. So now let's say I want to click it back together. Now I can move the word and the photo at the same time. Do you guys see the difference? So it's really important that you know what this little linking thing does. Now, again, let's unlink this again and let's transform this. Edit, free transform. Sometimes I might want a different part of my photo depending on what's showing in the text. So I might just kind of adjust this, or I might scale this down a little. Whatever I'm going to do, you can do this in a lot of ways. Now this mask with the linking holds true for any mask in any photo in Photoshop. It doesn't necessarily have to mean text. Just in this particular example, we are doing text. So when I have it the way I want it, I'm going to click OK. There we go. I'm really good to go. Here, this is really the goal, to be able to put a photo into my mask. What I might do is, since we know about these cool layer text effects down below that we went over in the past, I might go down to the effects menu and I might add, a drop shadow to kick it, make it a little better, and then I might want to do some kind of inner glow, or these fun effects. I have fun with them, so I might want to do some other cool little things to make my work stand out. Wow, that looks a little crazy with the bevel, but you have all different tools that you can go back. But this is just how you would get really cool text effects. I actually kind of like the bevel, so we'll leave the bevel. So does that make sense? Let me show you guys one more time just so you kind of get it. Now there was at one point another way to do this that Adobe found so many people were making text in words that I want to say they added a little tool in the text thing. No, it's not here anymore, but let's see, it might be in a different workspace. Workspace, Essentials, sometimes the little tools appear. There it is. So if I'm in Essentials, I suddenly have a horizontal type mask tool. Do you guys see that? So I just showed you guys the old-fashioned way, because I've been using Photoshop for 20 years, but Adobe in the last couple years invented the horizontal type mask tool. So that's going to eliminate a step. So if I use this, and I go here, and then let's type in my word, tropical. Wait a second, how is it automatically doing it? Wow, gotta cut out my whole step here. Let's hit this, and then, oh no, now it kind of gave me a preview. That's really strange. It didn't work the way I wanted it to. It did something. You guys saw that. I didn't imagine that. I don't play. I always do it the old-fashioned way. So let's go back here. So it's got my mask ready to go. I still have to paste into. Edit, paste into. And there, let's turn off this. Let's turn off this. There we go. So it previewed it for me, but then I still had to place it in. But it was kind of a shortcut. So now I've got tropical, and again, I can move this. Oopsie. Let's go to here. Edit, transform. And I can choose which part. Now that doesn't look tropical because it's actually up by Seattle and it's like pine trees. But there we go. We'll do that. We'll do that. Okay, so now I've got tropical, and then of course I'm going to link it back together because once I move it around, I don't want the mask to move. And then I'm going to add some effects again. And actually, I liked my other effects. So here's vacation. Here's tropical. Tropical. Now here's a cool little trick. See how I've got neat effects happening on my word vacation, but not on my word tropical? If I like my effects so much, I think it's on a Mac, it is it's Command Shift. I can drag the effects onto this, but they left the other one. Hold on, I did it wrong. I would do this on a PC all the time. It must be, it's like Option Command, Caps Lock maybe? No. I did it. Okay. I think it's Caps Lock, Option, I don't know what I pressed. Command. And then you can duplicate your effects. If you're on a PC, it's like Control Alt or something. So now I've got my two words, tropical, vacation, and then, I might want to just make this vacation still looks kind of gray like Seattle. Let's make it look tropical like Hawaii or something. I'm just going to add there we go, some blue. So I've got my words, I've pasted photos in, and now if you look on my layer palette, you'll see I've got these masks, okay? So this is a really nifty little trick to have in your toolbox. So go ahead, turn your computers on right now, and go ahead and see if you can't make this work for you.